So the journey to self-love. Wow. So it's a really interesting journey and not an easy journey, but it's a journey that I feel is so important for all of us and for the world. We are all responsible at some level for how we show up, because how we show up has an impact on everybody we ever meet. Whether you're in the supermarket line, whether it's your children, whether it's your mum, whether it's your best friend, doesn't make any difference. Or whether it's even your dog, like mine. I've got mine just sitting next to me. But it's really, I think we just so deeply undervalue the importance of us, the importance of me, the importance of you, the importance of, everybody. Because when we start to transform and transmute that kind of inner sense of self, we change our vibrational field, and then what we're doing is we're offering something so different out to the world just by being. And we're so busy doing this and doing that and being this and doing, it's all the doing. But actually, if we come back to this state of being where we actually learn how to embrace and how to sit with and how to be with all of those really tricky normal human experiences that we all have, in those dark, murky places of ourselves, whether it's shame, guilt, just abandonment, all of the difficult feelings that we experience inside ourselves that are always triggered by other people's behaviors, because they're unmet needs in us, they're unresolved, wounds in us, they're parts of us that haven't yet been healed. And love is the greatest force on this planet. And so if we can start to learn to take the journey towards, and it is a journey, it's not something that happens like this, it's a journey, a gentle journey of observation of how we are, learning techniques and tools that help us to regulate ourselves, observant of the mind, observant of how we feel inside, so we get a kind of reconnect back to ourselves. Because of course, as soon as we go into any of those dark places, generally what most people will do is disassociate. So we can disassociate by eating, we can disassociate by scrolling, we can disassociate by doing anything that takes us away from the difficult experience. But if we don't sit with the difficult experience will always be there. And once we can learn to sit with it, we can learn to transmute it, and we can learn to be with it, and we can learn to be tender with it and kind with it. And then it changes. It changes because tenderness and kindness and care and compassion and love are just so important for our inner experience, actually. And how many of us are tender with ourselves and kind to ourselves, especially when we don't feel great? Because that's when the self-sabotage thoughts come up. When we're dysregulated and we're upset and we're just not feeling comfortable in our beings, or whatever it is, however we experience it. And so I'm going to invite you on a journey towards healing those parts of ourselves, so that we can live with more love. And as we live with more love, we just put it out to the world, and we're here as a means of healing and supporting and changing. So let's see what's possible.